Three. Oh. What is up, TOK Nation? My name is Mark Farah, and I am here with the Nate Seaman. And today we will be answering the question, how is current knowledge shaped by its historical development? All right. Nate, what do you think?
All right, so we're 2 months late here, but I think that wait, say the question one more time.
How is current knowledge shaped by its historical development?
Say it one more time.
How is current knowledge shaped by its historical development?
Okay, I think current knowledge is like massively shaped by historical development. So, um, because like since we're constantly progressing and we're always gaining more knowledge, things are always changing and we kind of like change the way we look at stuff. I'm trying to think of an example.
I have a fantastic example.
Yeah, go for
So,
it.
if I did this TOK cast on time, right, I
Yeah.
wouldn't have had the massive bombshell dropped on me from Mr. Lilick that these TOK casts were actually the prompts for the TOK exhibition. You get what I mean? So now that I'm doing this now, I'm thinking of it in a completely different light. I'm thinking of how my objects literally could have been used by this cast. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah,
Like,
I gotcha.
because I mean, my objects were very historical. I had the Berlin Wall, I had the 19th Amendment, and I had the moon landing. So those are very historical. And if I if I pick those objects, this if I did this cast before picking those objects, I feel like I would have had a lot easier of a time in my TOK cast because I would have known where to start. Or sorry, in my exhibition because I would have known where to start. But because
Was
I
this
didn't,
wasn't this your exhibition? Wasn't this question
yeah.
your ex?
No, no,
Yeah.
no, no, no. This wasn't my wait, was it? I don't even remember. Yeah, no, it wasn't. But it was very close to what it was. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, no, I gotcha.
Okay. So, um
I'm trying to think here.
I'm trying to think of some good examples here, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
they really threw us a curveball with this one. Uh
A 1 mile per hour curveball that came 2 months late, huh?
yeah, shut up. Okay.
Um,
I have another good one. So, historical development, right?
yeah,
Um th these Lions, man. So, they've been losing every year for like the last 50 years or whatever, right?
yeah, yeah.
Then came the one year where we went 4-12, right? Four and whatever. And we're like
2020.
same old, yeah. And we were like same old Lions, same old whatever. And then what
Mm,
happened after that?
we kept getting better.
Who day?
Yeah,
So
pretty much.
what my point is here is even though current knowledge is shaped by historical development, sometimes historical development isn't always right. Does that make sense? I remember reading a story on Reddit
Yeah,
about some guy who visited an old Viking village, and there was a tool that they had no idea what the hell it was. It was made out of bone,
mhm.
and absolutely no one knew what it was, so they assumed it was like some religious item. And then they showed it to a leather worker, and the leather worker was like, "Oh, that's what they used to put. It's what they used to make leather waterproof. It was like some thing with bone. Mine today looks exactly the same." So like it stayed the exact same for 50,000 years. Now what I'm saying is, or
Sometimes,
5,000 probably.
sometimes it doesn't change.
My point is sometimes exactly. Sometimes it doesn't change. Sometimes the historical development is the current knowledge, and there just isn't a way
The
to improve it.
wheel, the
Yeah,
wheel,
exactly. You can't
the wheel
reinvent the
has
wheel.
never changed. You
I
can't.
mean, technically you can for different surfaces, but for practical uses, the wheel is always going to be a circle. Does that make sense?
The wheel is never. What do you mean the
Yes, it
wheel?
is. Have you seen a tank?
Yeah,
Is that a wheel in the conventional way?
not in the
Think about
conventional way.
that.
It's like one of those like,
If
but
you're
it's
on a
not.
road with a bunch of perfect dips, wouldn't you want like a hexagonal wheel to like fit perfectly into them? It would drive you faster than a
You're
circle.
changing the shape of the wheel. It's still a wheel.
Yes, but like, is it really a wheel though,
Yeah, but you're just changing the shape.
bro? Okay.
Like if I take this
Shut up.
if I take the stapler and I make it into something that's not a stapler, but it's still staples, it's still a
Okay,
stapler.
but part of the wheel's identity is that it's a circle, you know?
Yeah, but
What shape
what
is a wheel?
what is a wheel? A
What is a
circular
wheel?
object.
See,
Okay.
see now this is us learning from this is the historical development of Mr. Lilly throwing weird words at us with ambiguous definitions and then making fun of our definitions. Do you get what I mean? That's what you're doing right now. You're
A
trying to define
circular
a wheel and then I'm
a
going to and then I'm
circular
going to make fun of
object
it.
that revolves on an axle and is fixed below a vehicle or other object to enable it to move. So what are we defining
So,
as circular?
is a hexagon circular? Okay,
What are
define
we
circular.
what are
How
we,
smooth does something have to be circular? Is
what
this
is
circular?
what is circular?
It's more like a
Having
square.
having the form of a circle. Damn it.
Yeah, having it. Okay. What is a circle? A circle, I'm pretty sure a circle is defined as like an ellipse with the same radius on both sides.
A
But then what
circle
is
is
an
a shape
ellipse?
consisting of all points in a plane that are at a given distance from a given point.
Okay, that's actually a really good definition. But that doesn't that make a sphere a circle?
No, because the sphere has different
Oh, but
distance.
it's not in a plane. No, it's the same distance. Like think about it. If you go to the top of a sphere, it's the same as the distance from the middle to every other point.
Oh, well, yeah, yeah.
But it's not on the same plane, so it
Well, a
doesn't add
sphere
up.
is still a circle. It's just three
What's a
dimensional.
plane? A sphere is not a circle. A circle doesn't have volume. A circle is a two-dimensional shape. They should have included that in the definition. That pisses me off
Mr.
that they
Lilly,
didn't.
this is what you get when you make someone do their TOK cast 2 months.
He's not making me do it late. I'm doing it late because I care about my grade. And I don't want to, with all
Yeah, but
respect to the people in the world that are not going to Michigan State, Indiana University, or Michigan. Those are the only three schools I want to go to, man.
Mr. Lilly, I think you should just give him the I think you should just give him full credit. I think you should
Hey, quit fleeting, bro.
you should just give him full
Just give me full credit, man.
you should
At this point, what do you have to lose?
you should just give him full credit. Okay,
Anyway,
anyway, back to
uh,
the problem.
my historical development is knowing that Mr. Lilick is a great guy, and I love having him as a teacher. So surely the current knowledge is that he will give me full credit for this assignment.
Yeah.
That makes a
Okay.
lot of sense.
Off the prompt. Where's my dog?
Is that Ernie?
Yeah, that's Ernie.
Why did you just slump like that? Hi. Ernie's
Here,
so
good boy.
cute.
Here,
See,
good boy.
there's a dog in our TOK cast. How many TOK casts have you seen with a dog in it, Mr.
Yeah,
Lilick?
yeah. We're making this the
How about a poop emoji pillow? You know what I mean? You ever seen a TOK cast with that?
how about Siddhartha?
Siddhartha, that's a good book. How about
What's
just like a massive tub of Aquaphor, which I have no idea why I have this.
um what was the question?
How's current knowledge shaped by its historic development?
Hmm. Football. We're gonna use something football related.
We already did football, but
I know.
I
We can
just
do
thought
it
of one. I
again.
just thought of one.
But
Lacrosse.
no.
There is a history of Country Day steamrolling other teams this year.
No. Football offensives have been constantly changing. Back in the not the 1300s, back in the 1920s, it was like wing T but on steroids.
Let me demonstrate.
Pretty much. And then it's just like you pitch,
Yeah.
there's no passing. Nowadays,
Now it's more like,
it's
or like. That's my Jacob Tuttle impression.
things change because as we've come as was the football society has come to find out passing can be more effective than just running it the whole game. So offenses have kind of adjusted to the fact that passing and running are more efficient than just running.
I have a great example for this. Cadences specifically in football. You know, at NDP, obviously, and at most schools, well, There used to be, have you ever watched like an old school football game and seen their cadences? So I was like, red 80, set, go.
It's like the water
And
boy.
it would take, yeah, exactly. It just took forever. We've evolved to have our cadence be, that's all cadence. It's a clap. That's all Jacob Tuttle does at the beginning of every play. He tells us all to play and then claps. That's his cadence. Which is great because it catches other teams off guard and it saves time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I feel like historically, if you were to look at a team from like the 60s to like the early 2000s, even, they all just have like super long, windy cadences. But you look at it now, and if they do have a long cadence, it's most likely just to try and catch the other team
Yeah,
so
it
that they
can get the
get
other
them to
team to
jump
jump
off
offside.
sides. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So we kind of realized that it was kind of pointless to have those cadences, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
No, it's evolution.
It's evolution.
It's like how like we've kind of actually I saw something about this today. I don't know if I liked it. Um
Time to scroll through the pages of Little John and AP Brain Rot quizzes.
yeah, okay, I didn't like it. But
Mr. Look, if you actually watch this TOK cast, which I will ask you to do, look up Rat Boy Genius on YouTube. All right? And watch it. It is the most unsettling stuff I've ever seen in my life. Look up Rat Boy Genius Potato Canisius. All right? I know it's not pronounced Kanish, but I just wanted to let you know that. Okay? Nate, continue.
like humans have like developed into their specific situation. I saw something today, the Arabs, they have their noses like curved because they live in well, I mean, I'm not saying like you, but I'm saying how like they lived in like the Middle East where it's really sandy and sandstorms happen, and so their nose is kind of just curved over time to protect themselves, to protect their nostrils from like sand getting into them. That's I saw it today. There was another
That's
one where it was
interesting. I
like
didn't know that.
there was like another one. I think it was like East Asian people, like their eyes
There's
were
a
like
lot of speculation on their eyes. I
yeah.
that's what I know. But it's from the
I,
same
I
thing,
saw
right?
something that said it was due to like really like vibrant colors, so their eyes kind of adjusted to it to like not like be so impact. It's yeah,
That's a heavily debated topic, the one for East Asians. But the Arab one I can most definitely see. Like
yeah,
they've lived in the desert their whole back in the day. The reason you don't see with me is because I am a descendant of the Phoenicians, which aren't really desert people.
yeah,
But you ask most like Saudis and stuff, like yeah, it makes sense. Or like Yemenis, Omanis. That's cool.
yeah,
I didn't know that. But yeah, it's just evolution. So back to the original question. Oh, did we talked about this in class? Didn't we talk about the tailbone? Like
yeah.
how
The
how
tailbone,
it's just still there and it's just
it's just
useless.
there, but it's useless. Yeah, we don't.
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
Anyways, how is current knowledge shaped by its historical development? This is my consensus answer. Okay. Current knowledge is heavily shaped by historical development in a modern society with people that aren't very smart, if that makes sense. However, the smarter you are and the more experience you have with a topic, the more the more you realize if something's actually true or not, completely disregarding the historical development. Does that make sense? Like the more you begin to realize that tradition doesn't always make something right, and that things are right because they're better. Does that make sense in any way? Obviously, we should still value tradition because tradition is a big thing in pretty much every single culture around the world. It's just we shouldn't let tradition hold us back from innovation. At least that's what I think. What do you
yeah.
think, Nate?
No, yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say something after that.
Um, I'm trying to think of a good example of tradition and innovation, but I mean, yeah, I guess I mean, I think historical development does influence the way that we see things now, but like you're right in the way that it not all the time it will be effective because if something is good and something works, then it won't change. Like, hmm,
Like the bone tool that the Viking used.
yeah,
The reason they
it's
said it didn't use metal was because it scratched the leather, and the reason they didn't use wood was because it splintered too much. So wood was the perfect material, and they just kept it.
yeah,
All right. Thank you for
exactly.
watching this TOK cast. Like, subscribe, click that bell down below to receive more notifications on Mark Fair TOK cast, which this was actually the last one. So
Yeah, this is the last one.
it's the finale.
This is
You're the
probably
best,
the
Mr.
best.
Loic.
This is the last TOK cast that we will be doing.
The last TOK cast I will ever do. I mean, unless we have them next year, but I don't even know.
I don't think we are.
I
Yeah,
don't think so either. All right. Thank you, Mr. Loic. It was a pleasure. Your class was very fun first semester, and I can't wait for next year. All right. I'll see you.